bringing you in-depth coverage on Campaign 2016. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are Rhode Island voters' top choices for president. That's according to a new poll that came out for Brown University. And we have WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi joining us right now to talk about this poll. So what were your key takeaways from this?
Well, first of all, every poll, people should know there's a margin of error and there can be some, it's not gospel. But I think there are two big things on both sides we can take away from this poll. On the Republican side, clearly there is a lot of support among Republican primary voters in Rhode Island for Donald Trump. Brown actually did two polls back to back. Each time Trump had more than 40% support. Not a huge surprise since he did well in New Hampshire, is doing well in Massachusetts. New England seems to be good for him. Then on the Democratic side, which you have Brown saying that Sanders was ahead in its first poll, but now Clinton is ahead in a poll it did a few days later. So I think that shows this is a very tight race on the Democratic side, which is interesting because Hillary Clinton did so well in Rhode Island in 2008. Sanders is clearly giving her a run for money here.
Primaries, when you really get into the weeds of it all, can be very confusing, all that's going on behind the scenes. Let's talk about delegates right now. What should we know about the Democratic delegates?
So in the Democratic delegates, Rhode Island has 33 Democratic delegates, but 9 are super delegates. That means they don't have to vote the way the Rhode Islanders vote in the primary. They can go however they want. Includes Governor Raimondo, Senators Reid and Whitehouse, and a few others. I've confirmed all 9 superdelegates from Rhode Island are going with Hillary Clinton. Makes sense because she's pushing hard nationally to win those superdelegates over, and it's giving her a big advantage over Bernie Sanders.
What about on the Republican side?
On the Republican side, much simpler. Rhode Island has 19 delegates. They'll all be elected based on the results of the state's April 26 presidential primary. And I have learned that 3 state lawmakers have decided to run to be delegates for Donald Trump. Rep. Joe Trillo, his campaign chair, Rep. Doreen Costa, and Senator Ed O'Neill. So he is making inroads now with elected Republicans, which is interesting.
All right, a lot to follow. Thank you very much, Ted. We